Welcome back, my diamond girls and guys. It is episode 10. I am ready for everything that's happening. This was the birthday episode, and I am still actually celebrating my birthday at the time of recording this video. It is actually my birthday. But by the time you're watching it, please feel free to send M-Pesa. I'm ready. And I'd like to thank our sponsors, Zanela Bridal for the accessories, Olakira for the outfits, and of course, our very, very delectable, delicious dessert wine, Mikado Wines, is here with us. So grab your wine. If you've not ordered from Top It Up distributors, order your bottle right now. Pause. Order your bottle because we're about to get into this episode. I hope you're excited. Let's do this. So we start off with the girls heading off to Malindi, all dressed in white, and they were all going to celebrate Susan's 40th birthday, which I'm like, that's exactly how you do it. But the funny thing was, when they checked into their chartered plane, that means iyo plane ilikuwa yao peke yao, okay? Vera could not fit into any of the rows. That plane was tiny. Her ass couldn't fit, her belly couldn't fit, and I feel like we would have the same problem, but her, she's carrying a baby. But me, I'm carrying the abundance of God's love for me. So please mind your business. And plane charterers, I feel like you need to cater for the big girls. What's up with that? Okay. The merriment was going on. Everybody was so happy. The bottles of champagne were popping. I mean, it was like looking like it was going to be a really good time. Although Dr. C just started off, like Dr. C for me won this episode, okay? Because how she came focused, ready to do what is supposed to be done on a girls trip holiday, okay? But she immediately had a pee emergency. I don't even know which toilet she used, to be honest, because that plane didn't look like it had a toilet in it. They went on, they got to Billionaire's Beach Resort Club. Billionaires Club? Billionaires Club. Really, Naomi Campbell's. The Naomi Campbell's house. Okay? I mean, Father Lord, I am manifesting that Malindi trip, Niko Tayari for billionaire lifestyle. Okay? And Susan was the hostess with the mostest. They arrived there very early in the morning. Like they left Nairobi by like 7, and then they got to Malindi, breakfast was ready, and Susan just kept that alcohol flowing. Drinks here, champagne there, shots here. Aye! It was a thing. The only thing that I was like, Vera's headgear was too, like Vera's headgear this whole episode was too much, because like I feel like wearing headgear is for special occasions, but like if I'm going to Mombasa, you're not going to find me with this. Zanela Bridal has got it, but that's why it's, you know, it loses its lather if you guys meet me on the street and I'm like this all the time. You won't be impressed after a week. Only for these episodes. Always be impressed for these episodes. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Okay. Then they had this joke, or rather, Mine had this joke for Index 1 and Index 2 because they were kind of separated into the youngies and the oldies. So Dr. C and Lisa were mostly together and they sort of understand each other, you know what I mean? And then the young girls, the younger girls were also on this other side, and they kept calling them Index 1 and Index 2, which was so funny to me. I mean, and also very apt. Can you guess who Index 1 was? I think she thought it was a compliment. I don't know that it was. Anyway, they had like a gin tasting after breakfast, like a gin cocktail making, which not everybody showed up because I guess the girls are just trying to catch up with their rest before they head out. Actually, it was only Lisa who didn't show up. How she wanted to go and do spa things and be cute and like get a cupping massage and whatever. But that cupping massage she did looked very, very painful. Like, but I hear it is not, and great for detox. Anyway, the rest of the girls continued drinking and trying out cocktails. Mine's mermaid outfit, chef's kiss. I loved it. I loved what she did there. Anyway, then the girls proceeded on to other activities. This episode was jam-packed. Like, Susan is like a schedule, and like she wanted to make sure that they capitalized on everything. After the cocktail drinking, Susan had organized for them to go to a place called Marafa in Malindi. I had never heard of it either, which now makes me feel bad about every time I was like, how can you be Kenyan and you didn't go here? Even me. Leo nimeshikwa. Marafa was a beautiful place looking like the Grand Canyon. She had set up like a whole lunch, champagne, drinks, picnic situation. They said that it was about 2 hours away or like an hour away from the Billionaires Club. And once they got there, Lisa and Dr. C dropped off to walk up to the picnic site while the rest of them drove. That was too much. Anyway, sisi watu wa baby girl lifestyle ndo maana tunaka. I mean, this is why we are remaining fat, because Lisa and Dr. C have kept it sweet. So maybe we should start walking in our Land Rover. So once they got up there, they had like this whole service. There was a guy who was bringing them different wines to taste. And like, he even belted out a bit of a song, one of my favorite love songs ever, La Vie en Rose. It is a classic. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're not cultured, even me, I have a little class in me. La Vie en Rose. Please, go find that song. I promise you, you won't regret it. Kwanza kama unafanya wedding. La Vie en Rose. Anyway, but then tragedy struck a little bit. I mean, I don't want to say tragedy. It makes it sound fatal. But like a mishap happened to Sonal, her driver. She got a call from like security guys to be told that her driver had fallen from her living room. If you guys remember from the last episode, Sonal's living room to like down to like the foyer or like the entryway. Whoa. Anyway, luckily which is where we got to hear of her ex-husband, and she immediately called him and he swooped in to handle everything, because I mean, she was in Malindi. What was she supposed to do? I thought, by the way, she would have left, but I guess once you have somebody handling that stuff, then it's probably okay. Because Susan was kind of like in a very merry mood, she really didn't notice or recognize that Sonal was a little bit in distress. Mine very quickly stepped in to sort of like support and hold Sonal's hand through figuring out who to call, who to handle what, which was very sweet to see. Like, honestly, I still maintain Mine is the realest one on that show. The realest one. The most amazing Dr. C, then Mine. Before Dr. C showed up, it was Mine. But now, Dr. C, then Mine. I'm still deciding on where the others fall. But luckily, her husband swooped in like the knight in shining armor that he probably has been to Sonal before and handled that, and Sonal was able to continue on with her vacay. The girls left, went back to the Billionaires Club. Everybody was tired. Honestly, after all those activities, like I got tired just watching them. And I was like, how are you guys doing this? Because immediately after that, when they got there, they had like about an hour to get ready for dinner. Dinner was supposed to be at 8:30. Guess who was number 1 and 2? Obviously, index 1 and 2. Lisa and Dr. C. But everybody, because they were so tired, they were obviously like dragging their feet on like trying to freshen up and do this and this. But you'll never guess who was the second earliest to the dinner. Ladies and gentlemen, hii hata wacha nieke mikono. Vera Sidika. Wow. Girl, you showed up a little bit early. I'm very proud of you. Maybe all the events should be held where Vera is sleeping. That way, hey, but you know she was also 6 hours late for her own bash in her own house. So I don't know what miracles happened in Malindi that made her get there. Anyway, so she got to the table and she started having chit-chat with Lisa and Dr. C. And then Dr. C and Lisa were just like, girl, why do you have your bodyguard here with you? She was like, no, I have to protect my ass and my, he's here to protect me and the ass. And guys were like, we are in a private, very exclusive club, girl. Ain't nobody trying to check for you like that. Like, and I feel like the problem wasn't really that he was there. Like, yes, Vera is very famous, so she could be a target for a myriad of reasons. But, like, he could have, like, CIA style, Secret Service style, like, just blend in. Just be there somewhere with a keen, watchful eye, so that it also, because I think the reason why Dr. C and Lisa were sort of questioning her was that it feels uncomfortable. You can't even talk with your girls, Kawaida, because you're like, I don't know that nigga. You know what I mean? I don't know you, so off you go. Then eventually everybody else settled into the dinner, and Dr. C dropped one of the best gems I have ever had in my life. She was like, if you have a son, let him marry a gold digger. Why? Because that girl knows how to survive. That girl knows what her priorities are. She will ensure that they are good everywhere. Maybe what she meant is marry an ethical gold digger. Like, if you know that this person loves you, if they are an ethical gold digger, aka like herself, like, she obviously saw exactly what her husband could do for her, but she also really loves him. Like, you can tell that Dr. C and her husband really love each other. So let your son marry an ethical gold digger. But of course, our prudy white lady was like, if you do that, you might as well da. She can talk like this with privilege of colonizers' money. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lisa, I really like you but your privilege, it peaks. It refused to go back. You know what? Ochekai, bas. After that beautiful dinner that they had, Susan had yet one more activity for them to do, which was supposed to be a pajama party, but it was a lingerie party. And if I'm really honest, I got a little bit of lingerie in me till today, in honor of birthday celebrations everywhere. Tara season, you know. For this one, was Lisa there? Lisa was not there because she said she had to wake up early for yoga. And but everybody else was there. Dr. C, like I said, won this whole girls trip. We got to meet Susan's sister, who tried to initiate a few games, although ilianza kubowatu, because guys were drunk and tired. That's not a very good recipe for introducing new games to a crew. Make things easy. But eventually they started playing a game where you would vote most likely to, and Dr. C was voted most likely to be a believable man if they changed, like they wore masculine outfits, shade. And 2, she also won most likely to pimp out her friends properly for the right amount of money. And I believe that, okay, girl, I am ready for Dr. C. Auntie C. In fact, to me, Mshere. Mshere, come and help your nice fat Luya girl. I'm looking for a billionaire, and I'm sure there is a exception to the rule. I know they like your spec, but I'm sure there's a billionaire out there looking at me and thinking, how can I? Dr. C, direct them this way, please, and thank you. Okay? Because I'm already in it. I'm already in the lifestyle. Okay? And the episode ended there. Like, this episode was actually quite nice for me. Even though there wasn't any drama, you know, I love the drama. But even though there wasn't any drama, I really loved the vibe and the energy. Like, Susan is an impeccable host. Iyo nayo, Niwe kuinamia, Igwe, you really did the damn thing with that. I'm wondering if I have friends who have the same level of... If you're my friend and I don't know these are your skills, please begin arranging. I'm ready. But it was a really nice episode. I really enjoyed it. We did get to see a sneak peek of what's gonna happen next week, and I think the fight is back. The fight is back a little bit, like a little bit. You know what I mean? We don't want punches. We just want a few drinks thrown and a few shady comments, just to keep it spicy, keep us on our toes. Anyway, that's it from us here. This is episode 10. We have a few more episodes to go. I hear they've not shot the reunion yet, so we will keep going until they make us stop, honestly. Please feel free to find me everywhere on the internet. That's the Plus Wanga Princess, aka Saram Kabana. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn on those notification buttons, guys. For us to keep going, you have to keep coming back. So do that. Do all those beautiful things you're supposed to do on the internet. Please check out everybody that I have mentioned on this video. That is the Naila Bridal for the accessories, Olakira Craft for the outfit, and of course, Mikado Wines for the libation, darling. And I will see you next time.